The next time you leave the office party and decide to get the last train home, a little word of warning for you. Don't, under any circumstances, decide to pull out that little bottle of whiskey, have one last tipple, and end up nodding off on the railway platform. You know, you could end up missing your train, and you don't want that, you know, being stranded on a deserted railway platform late at night. Especially not in the railway station in this movie. Porter, Porter, where are you? Hello? These bloody trains, you can't rely on them at all. Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now, in this video, I'd just like to talk about a fantastic movie I watched last night. And that movie is called Creep. Now this movie is from 2004, and it's basically the story is basically set on a deserted railway platform, you know, in London, and the story revolves around this young girl, and the movie opens up where she's at an office party and that, you know, having a few drinks and that, and she leaves the office party and goes to get the last train home and that, you know, on the London Underground. Now, unfortunately, she has a little bottle of tipple on her, and what she decides to do, she just decides to have one last little drink, you know, before she goes home and that culminates in her falling asleep, you know, on the railway platform. And of course, when she wakes up some moments later, she sees that the platform is totally devoid of all, you know, people waiting for the train. Everybody's gone home and that, you know, and totally deserted and that, you know, yeah. And she starts panicking and that, you know, and she's sort of like, you know, she goes back upstairs in the hope that you know, the office is still open, but she finds it's boarded up and that, well, the fences are down and that, and it's shut and that, you know, basically, and that. So she's trapped in this, you know, London Underground station late at night now, and she starts panicking that, you know, and this is a fantastic release, this, guys, it really is, yeah, yeah. So say before long, yeah. You know, the longer she's in the railway station, strange things start to happen and that, you know, yeah. And but I don't want to give too much of the movie away, but suffice to say, if you like a good horror story set on a deserted railway platform, you know, late at night and that, you know, I highly recommend that you get yourself a copy of Creep, yeah. I say this was from 2004, and it's I just read you the cast in, yeah. So the main protagonist, Case, is played by Franca Potente from The Bourne Identity and Supremacy, yeah. And yeah, it's very good. It's a very good movie in that, you know, it really is, yeah. Yeah. So eventually another train pulls in and that, you know, and then she boards the train, unnerved that she's the only passenger, but relieved at last, you know, she's relieved at last to be on her way home. But halfway through the tunnel, the train jerks to a violent halt. And then the lights shut off and the train is plunged into total darkness. Now Kate screams, she's trapped in the dark, she's not alone, her nightmare has just begun. So yeah, guys, if you like a good horror story set on a deserted railway station, yeah, highly recommend Creep and that, you know, yeah. Oh, another thing I should warn you, if you don't like rats, be warned, there are many rats in here, many rats in that, yeah. But I don't want to go on too much about that, but just suffice to say, like, if you've got a rat phobia, you know, I'd steer clear of this movie, or at least fast forward the part with the rats and that, you know, yeah. Very reminiscent of James Herbert's novel Rats, yeah. But anyway, getting back to this DVD, yeah. All the characters are good in that, you know, yeah. Good strong cast and that, you know, and the creepy railway station and that late at night. Always love horror stories centered on a railway, you know, a railway platform, or ghostly trains and that, you know, haunted railway platforms. And this is one of the best British horror movies I've seen, Creep, yeah. This is not to be confused with the American. There's another movie called Creep. That was the movie about where the guy gues to photograph this, do a home movie with this guy home and that, because he's got like he's dying and that, and he wants this guy to make a movie. Last movie that he can, you know, show his son and that, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I won't go on too much about that, but that's got the same title, so this is not to be confused with that one, yeah. But getting back to this one, this is a cracking watch, guys, it really is, yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it. first watched it a couple of years ago on Netflix, and I said I've got to have that movie in my collection and that, you know, yeah. Oh yeah, and oh, what she finds down in the London Underground. I mean, I won't tell you what it is. Oh, but it's one of the most horrific scenarios I've ever seen in a horror movie pertaining to pertaining to a story set on railway platform. Yeah, there's nothing more creepy, you know, being on a railway platform late at night, you know, and there's nobody there. I've been there myself a few times, like, you know, when I've gone for the day out and wait for the last train home and that. Oh yeah, it can be very, very creepy places, railway undergrounds at night. And this girl, oh, she sort of like expresses her fear really good in that. She's a very good actress in that, yeah. And a good strong supporting cast in that, you know, yeah. Got some special features there, guys, if you wanna freeze your cameras and take those special features in. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed Creep. It's a fantastic movie, yeah. And as I say, this is a great release, this, yeah. Yeah, so okay guys, well that's it for now. Yeah, as I say, like yeah, if you like a good horror story set on a railway platform and that, you know, I highly recommend you go and get yourself a copy of Creep, one of the best British horror movies I've seen and that, yeah. And as I say, a great cast and that, you know, great story. And the girl, the main protagonist, like, she's really on the money in this and that, you know, yeah. And then like the supporting cast and that, you know, oh, it's creepy story, yeah. One of the best horror movies I've ever seen set on a railway platform at night and that, yeah. And the railway platform, it's like an absolute labyrinth and that, you know, it winds like, you know, passages and that with never ending. And I tell you what, guys, to get the main protagonist in this, you know, the girl, like Case, she does. I think she's done more running in a movie than I've ever seen. I've ever seen a girl do in a movie. You know, she's running all the time down these long winding, you know, passages and that, you know, in the hope of trying to get out and that, yeah. Oh, it's a great movie, Creep, yeah, yeah. So there you go, guys. That's Creep. Have you seen this movie? Leave a comment down below. Always like to hear from your fellow YouTubers and that, yeah. And as I say, yeah, you're a very good movie in that, you know, yeah. And really good, yeah, really recommend it, yeah. Okay guys, well that's it for now, yeah. Hope you're all staying safe and that, you know, yeah. And fingers crossed, you know, things should get back to normal soon, yeah. But as I say, getting back to this, yeah, I really enjoyed this, guys, yeah. Highly recommend it, like, if you love a movie set on a creepy railway station late at night, yeah. Okay guys, that's it for now, yeah. Oh, if you happen to go out when things get back to normal, don't overdo it at the office party. Don't nod off on the railway. Yeah. Not very advisable, guys. Yeah. Stay safe.